Hello, Dr. Rachael. My name is Ronald Young, and I'm here to really for a question that can probably potentially help my girlfriend out. We've been together for 2.5 years. She's a retired naval officer after serving 26 years. I'm currently still active duty. I'll retire next year after 30 years. She has been having issues with having hot flashes, and I'm sure that it's probably something that women go through around this age, but it's very frustrating to her. And then she's been going to the doctor that gave her estrogen and seeing if that works, and give her other medications that seem to work but not really work. So I'm really looking for any other recommendations that will potentially help her out or help any of your viewers out with the same question or potential or issue that they are dealing with.
Thank you so much, and thank you for your service. Listen, so here's the thing. So much of what we talk about that's useful for guys is useful for girls too. Like we are all human beings, and we all started out as one genotypical species. So basically, genitalia and everything when you are in the womb starts out all the same. Starts out looking like female, and then it evolves and it becomes male, and then we have male, and then we have female. And yes, we both have hormones. We all have hearts, so really there's a lot of similarities when it comes to wellness and health when it comes to men and women. So one of the things that I want you to keep in mind is particularly with the smoothie recipes. I have women write me all the time saying, hey, I've been doing the smoothie recipes too. And I'm not a guy, I don't have a D, but I have seen the benefits. I've lost weight and so on and so forth. When it comes to menopausal symptoms and when it comes to aging, really aging, whether we're talking about men who have andropause or women who have menopause, andropause for men being androgen production pauses or goes down. So they were particularly talking about testosterone. And with women, we call it menopause because the men still pause, even though we're going through menopause. But we call it menopause because basically the estrogen production is pausing, or it's starting to take a dip from what it used to be. And what we find when women start to exhibit symptoms similar to menopause is that we find that what's happening in the body is being triggered by a variety of things, and not just your ovaries getting tired and not producing estrogen. And so what I have always liked to do, probably since I've started practicing functional medicine, is not go directly towards putting women on hormones, but to put them on a supplement regimen that is going to encourage the body to do what it's already pretty good at, right? So if you can catch a lady before she is completely gone through menopause and she's at the same stage that the young lady is in this instance, then what you can do is you can stimulate the body to start back making progesterone and estrogen at a rate that works for her. And so one of the best ways that I've found to do it, and you can use a smoothie recipe to do it, you can do a supplement to do it, but honestly, Maca Root. And so we've talked about Maca Root for men, and Maca Root is native to Peru. It's a cruciferous vegetable, kind of like broccoli and Brussels sprouts and cabbage. So cruciferous vegetables have the interesting a benefit of helping our bodies better detoxify, right? Helping our bodies better do phase 2 detoxification. But in the sense of Maca Root, what we actually see, and the Maca Root has been studied extensively, is that Maca Root helps promote hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis support. And what that means is, so when our brain is telling our ovaries to make more estrogen, or when the brain is telling our testicles to make more testosterone, there's something called luteinizing hormone, or LH, that surges to then say, hey, listen, we need more testosterone or we need more estrogen, so make it. And so what happens over time, whether it's because of chronic inflammation, whether it's because you're exposed to toxins, or whether it's just because you're aging, that signal between the LH up here in the brain area telling your testicles or your ovaries to make testosterone or estrogen, that signal starts to get lost somehow. And what Maca Root does, or seems to do, is it seems to promote the production of LH, or luteinizing hormone, so that your body can make more estrogen, so that your body can make more testosterone. That's why, if you'll notice in the E-Function Smoothie Recipe book, you'll start to notice that towards the end of the book, the part that makes it 2.0, we talk about adding a scoop of maca powder. Add a scoop of organic maca powder to, like, the nitrates knockout smoothie. That's one of my favorite for women, as a matter of fact. Even the Dick Up smoothie, adding Maca Root to the Dick Up smoothie. The Green God smoothie, that's another one that's great for women. I mean, actually, most of them are really great for women. The Ginger Vitality smoothie would be amazing for women. So with Maca Root, not only do we see it promoting the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, or abbreviated the HPA axis, studies also indicate that it helps improve sexual desire in women. So what happens is we see a reduction in anxiety, that the anxiousness, and a reduction in depressive symptoms when women are taking Maca Root. Men too, as a matter of fact, but we're talking particularly about women. And then what we also know about Maca Root is it's high in zinc, it's high in iodine, it's high in essential fatty acids, and it's got vitamin C. So everything that we need to combat free radicals and aging. And here's the thing. So we've talked about how you can be on the wrong supplements, and before you know it, your bones are fragile and all hell is breaking loose. Maca Root actually has been shown to protect bone density. So perhaps ladies don't need to be on all those medications for bone density. Perhaps if we can minimize and reduce inflammation in the body and start to support some of these pathways, then you might not need all that medication, right? And then another thing that Maca Root has been shown to do is help support focus. So when menopause kicks in, or andropause for men, one of the big things that people complain about is having an inability to focus. They're losing focus. They start to feel like they've got a little bit of ADHD. Maca Root can help put things back on track. So I didn't mention hot flashes, because hot flashes are one of the things that start to reduce itself while we're promoting the health of the HPA axis, right? We also start to improve the moodiness, right? Because we are improving depressive symptoms and reducing anxiety, right? And the sexual desire piece. Some women have reported that they start to regain moisture down there, that you start to be more balanced. So before going straight to estrogen, women should look into supplements like Maca Root to help rebalance and help the body better do what it was designed to do in the first place, right? So one of my favorite supplements that I used to put women on all the time was Feminiscence Maca Harmony. And really all these are a bunch of capsules of organic Maca Root. And you'd be surprised, within the first couple weeks, women really start to notice a difference. You can also buy organic Maca Root as a powder, add it to the E-Function Smoothie recipes. Some of the recipes already have Maca Root in it. But remember what we're doing. We're boosting nitric oxide levels, right? We are boosting our body's ability to fight free radicals or aging by increasing the antioxidants and increasing the phytonutrients. And Maca Root, as much as it does for women, it does just as much for guys as well, which is why it's part of these E-Function Smoothie recipes. So I hope that this helps. So really focus on how do we help rebalance the body and get the body back doing what it needs to be. And the best way to do that, particularly in terms of diet, is reduce the amount of inflammation in the body, improving the movement. So we're moving more. We're eating healthier foods. We're avoiding processed foods. And we're avoiding anything that seems to cause irritation or inflammation in the body. If you happen to be allergic to fish oil, avoid a fish oil. So you're basically reducing the things that could be causing problems and supplementing things like maca, which is an adaptogen, which means it helps the body better adapt to stress, and it helps kind of keep things reset. Awesome. So I hope that helps. And so share that segment with any woman that, you know, that could potentially be experiencing some of these menopausal symptoms. Because listen, you'll go to the doctor. First, what the doctor will say is there's nothing wrong. We've checked your hormones. They're fine. You're fine. And you'll go home and you're like, shoot, I'm hot. I don't feel fine. Or then the next thing that'll happen is they'll say, well, we ran some tests and your estrogen is low. Take this, take some estrogen cream, take some progesterone cream. And I think that they're skipping a step. I have nothing wrong with that. I've put plenty of women on estrogen, progesterone, and whatnot. But the newer version of me, the smarter version of me, always goes to something like this first. I don't have an affiliate program with this company, but I do recommend it to plenty of people. And I can stand behind it. It is really great.